Hey, hey, hey. I hope everybody's having a good holiday. Okay, y'all, I'm going to show you something real quick. Okay, so I did, and you have to tell me what you do because I personally prefer to do my face makeup and then my eyes because I feel like I can tell what I'm really going to like on my eyes once I've done my face. However, you're supposed to be doing your skin first, or your eyes first, and then your skin in case you get any fallout. So today I did my eyes first, which is total reverse for me. And now I'm gonna do my face. So I want you to see the coverage that I'm gonna get. Redness around the nose, y'all, that's so typical, dark spots and things like that. Hey girls. Okay, so this is reverse for me. So I did eyes, now I'm gonna do face, and on my skin, I'm letting it dry while we're talking. I put on the Glorious Eye Primer, okay? It's silicone based, it's amazing, it's not creamy, it will not break you out. It's for all skin types, hey girls. So I put this on and I like to let it set for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes is usually what I do. So face primer is on, and again, silicone based. Second thing I did, and this is after skincare, and I think I carried it in the kitchen with me because I was talking to the kids. So I'll tell you what I did. I took our eye primer and I kind of packed it in areas of concern, okay? So like a smile line where makeup might set, or when you do that, wherever your makeup might set, you wanna put a little bit of eye primer. And I even kind of packed a little, just a tiny, tiny bit underneath my eyes. And the eye primer is amazing. It's more like a concealer, whereas the eye primer is a silicone base, okay? So the eye primer is a skin tone, and you can kind of pack it in, and it can be a pore filler as well as on top of your eyelids to hold your eye makeup on, which is awesome. And then whatever was left on my lips, I kind of just patted on, okay? And it was very little, but I love how it keeps my lip products on longer. Okay, before I do my face, y'all, I want you to see this. So I have been using the lip exfoliator, and I've been using the beauty serum on, and this is true. I have a dark spot, and you can see it right there. It's a dark spot on my lip, and every 3 months when I'm at the dermatologist, they check it. They measure it, they check it, and I have a couple other dark spots that are measured and checked every 3 months, and this is one that has supposedly, it's nothing, it's just a dark spot. But I want you to see, and if you could see it in person, it has lightened over the last year dramatically. The size is still the same because it is a pigmentation difference, and it's always kind of been there. But when I'm in the sun, it's like when I wear a nude lipstick, you can totally see this dark spot, okay? I used to have one right underneath my eye that was zapped with a laser to take off that top layer, and they tested it. Thank God it was benign, no big deal, so I didn't have to go in and have it removed or dug deeper, okay? So the same thing here. I could have a laser done to check that, but I haven't. So I just want to show you though that this beauty serum has truly lightened that spot and made it where it's not as noticeable. So anyway, I prime, and in the summer I put what do you call it? Sunscreen on top of it, okay? Hey girls. Yes, Kristen. I know, same thing, get it checked. Yeah, they measure mine. So what they do is they pull my lip like that and they measure it. So every 3 months, and it's been fine. Unlike the one that was it was literally right, you can kind of still see it. It was right there, and they kind of lasered over it, and they took off that layer and tested it, and it was totally fine. Okay, so today I'm gonna show you we're not really doing anything for the holiday, but I just wanted to put on some face makeup and show you what I'm gonna do today. So 2 concealers, love them. And a lot of people have been asking questions about why do I need 2 concealers? So I personally love 2 concealers because it gives me 2 different results. So I use under eye concealer in Scarlet, which is the lightest shade. And you're gonna see me use it under here. You're gonna see me kind of contour, if you will, with a concealer. And then Taffeta. 2 reasons you might use taffeta, so I'll show you one way right now. Take a tiny dot, and I might come over here and find that dark spot and spot check, okay? So it's called spot checking. Typical spot checking places, wherever you have discoloration, I have that little spot there. It's just always been there. It's just a little bit different color shade than the rest of my skin. So you just find like dark spots right here that I might wanna find. Anything you want to cover. You have a breakout, it's called spot checking, okay? So you just kind of place it over whatever you want to conceal. Super, super easy. Okay, so 2 concealers. Spot checking is done with a skin tone concealer, and I'm neutral, so I went with Taffeta. I could also drop down a shade because I obviously don't have a lot of sun right now for my sunless tanner. I could drop down a shade. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you what face makeup I'm gonna do today, and I'm gonna show you what I do to kind of layer, because all of our products are skincare based. They're amazing for your skin, and you can layer them. Okay, meaning it's not gonna get clumpy. All of our skincare and our skincare based face products are non-comedogenic. They're great for your skin. You'll love them, and they won't hide in your pores. Okay, so I took honey BB cream on top. You can see it's not much product, not much at all. And I'm gonna take Taffeta concealer again. And if you're mixing like me, you can see how little that is. Okay, I did like 3 parts BB cream, 1 part concealer in my skin tone Taffeta. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of do this. Super, super, super easy. Okay, get up close so you can kind of see. And I'm just lightly, if you could see, I mean, hold your brush light. When you get to holding it and you're pushing, you're not gonna get the same result. So technically you're supposed to be out here, spin, 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 because you want it to set on top of your primer. So that's another reason I use primer, is I want my makeup on top of the primer, not down in my pores. Okay. And I just lightly, and I don't really go up underneath my eyes, you know, too much, just because I want you to see the discoloration. And I'm gonna come back and I'm going to put concealer in the right color. Y'all, makeup can be so fun. So the reason I love a BB cream is it's moisturizing, it feels amazing, it helps with discoloration. Again, it is a skincare based product, so it's helping your skin at the same time. And then also it's buildable, so I can put powder over it. I can put my foundation over it, like a liquid foundation, which gives you a matte finish. So the BB cream gives you kind of a dewy, so you can see it's just kind of a dewy finish. And then I can seal it with the powder if I want to take that away. And I love our loose powder foundation. Or if you're a pressed powder girl, I just throw that pad away and use this brush. It's awesome. You'll get better coverage and you will not get all of that dirtiness from the pad. So who does this? Who does their makeup backwards? Do you do your makeup backwards? I much prefer face than eyes, but I'm going taboo today, because this is really how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to go eyes and then face. So when you have any fallout, you can swipe it away and it doesn't mess up your makeup. Lindsay, you do what? You go backwards, or you do face first? What do you do? Okay, so I'm just kind of blending that out real light. And if you want more coverage, you can go back and do another layer. I know I make a mess with my eyes. I know. Oh, hi, Kwai. Hi, my friend, the pro. I know, I love the concealer mixed. Okay, so you can see how nice. And Kwai, you're the one that taught me to hold it really soft, because I used to be like, you know, but now it's more soft. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you another trick. This is for my girls that want more coverage, okay? So if you want more, just kind of buffing it out. Y'all, I'm finally getting my hair done tomorrow, thank God. I think I might be brunette. I might be just faking this blonde. I'm just kidding. I'm dirty blonde, it's terrible. I need some blonde in my life. Okay, all right, y'all, so there is just the BB cream and concealer mixed. Love it. Okay, so this is the next step. So this is just if you want added coverage and you like that powdery soft finish. Okay, so normally, always, let me tell you this real quick. So always shake your bottle. I like the dark. Oh, thank you, Meredith. I'm trying to embrace it for a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, so shake your bottle, empty everything out of the dropper. It's like a medicine dropper. If you were just gonna use this in concealer, you'd wanna do a full dropper. But today I'm gonna empty it out and I'm just gonna pull in just a little bit, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, maybe that's like half a dropper. Okay, you see how it's on that brush like that? It doesn't eat it. That's another reason I love this brush. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of come around. And this is just if you want a little bit more coverage. Lindsay, that's what, whenever I do a smoky eye, I do it reverse just because I cannot ever figure out how to do it without looking a little crazy. This brush is fantastic. Can't wait to see. I missed what you put on your eyes. Oh, I'll tell you in a second. I did it reverse today, so I started, my eyes were already done, but it was really easy. All right, so I just put that foundation, y'all. You can see I used very little. And the reason I'm gonna just drop some. The reason I love this foundation is it dries to a matte powder finish. It's super lightweight. I love the smell, which is probably really weird, but I love the smell. Okay, and I'm just buffing it in. And y'all notice I really focus my makeup towards the center of my face, and then I kind of buff it out. Like if I weren't on here, I would really just do the center, and then at the end, I'm kind of just pulling it outwards because I don't want to waste that makeup on the outside. I really want to focus it here. That's maybe personal preference, I'm not sure, but okay, we'll speed this up just a little bit. Still super, super light-handed, and y'all, it's so easy. Okay, get close to your brow. See, that's the other thing is if I've already I did my brows super light today, but if I'm doing it backwards, I always feel like I kind of mess up my brows. So I usually do brows at the very, very end. Okay, so y'all see, it just took away the sheen, gave it a powdery matte finish, which is really nice. And y'all, okay, I have like 3 of these brushes. They're legit. I keep one in my makeup bag. And if I'm touching up my makeup throughout the day, I don't even add product to this. I just kind of pull it out and kind of buff out my makeup. All right, so now you can really see why you need under eye concealer. Do you see that? Okay, so let's put some concealer on. Okay, I use Scarlet. A couple different ways you can do concealer. I love using my finger and then just kind of putting it on. You could put it on your hand, take a concealer brush and apply. So this is just personal preference. I'm just gonna show you one way to do this. It depends on you, depends on what you like, okay? And right now my lips are all mattified. I need to put some lip product on. Okay, I'm just using very, very little. And it's very, very little actually. Like I've had this tube forever. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of buff that out like that. Always come up here and get some concealer right there, discoloration. Okay, thank you, Ashley. Oh my gosh, I just got these done today. So fun. And what's funny is I was gonna go with a light pink and my son was with me because they're out of school right now for the holiday. And he didn't like the color I picked out, and so I changed it for him. He wanted this one. He's so funny. Okay, so I'm gonna let that just bake, quote unquote, for just a second. You can see I kind of took it up under here, and I did not put under mascara down here yet, okay? So a couple things I use, let's see. I don't know if y'all, I bought this Reiki mirror, and the light is already not working in it, so what did I do with? Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. All right, so I take a blending bud and spray my blending bud. Okay, let's get close here, y'all. And I kind of blend that baby out. And I pull mine, personal preference again, I pull mine all the way up, kind of underneath that line. See, normally, again, I would do my eyes after this, but, and you have to know your face shape. So if you have round shape, like I have pretty strong lines. So personal preference for me is when I'm contour or quote unquote contouring, I just do it with my concealer. I don't come back and do a harsh. So if you have a round face, you're gonna want to add that contour, okay? To soften and to add some dimension to a round face. Whereas I'm trying to soften my face. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, girlie. Did you make a shake? You can come back here. Say hi.
It's a milkshake.
Y'all made milkshakes?
Yeah.
Who made it?
Hayden.
Oh, my 7-year-old made shakes. Awesome. Okay, y'all go in there for Mom. I'll be in there in a second, okay? Thank you, Ashley. Kristen, a Reiki mirror. I'll put a picture below here in a minute. I just got it on Amazon, but the lighting is just not working now. It's so weird. Okay, so y'all see how I blended this up? So what I was saying is I kind of stop right there because that's where my bronzer and blush is gonna go. Okay. Light seems to be getting bright. It's weird. Okay, y'all, I'm going to eventually get an office set up and do this in a different room. My babies like to come in here every time I'm doing anything. Okay, let's drop that. All right, so there we go. So I blended it out with the blending bud, and then I come back in with this amazing brush. Again, best brush ever. And I'm kind of taking away that harsh line. Okay, and it makes it look more natural. Because you don't want to have any stark differences. You kind of want to buff that out. Okay. Y'all, what I actually do this all the time. Cover your lips and your lip products will stay so much better. Okay. All right, so now that's what I do with concealer. Why is that getting so bright on me? So I can make that like that. Okay, try that. All right, so that's blended. So now I'm gonna come back in with the bronzer. I'm gonna put some baby bronzer on, y'all. Oh my gosh, if I could, I think about this all the time. If I could only have on 3 or 4 products, for sure do your brows, for sure do some mascara, BB cream and bronzer. Bronzer makes you look alive. Okay, so I stopped right here. You can see that? You can see that's a natural draw line for me. So this is where I prefer it. And you kind of got to go with your face shape, where you want to create that dimension. If you have a question on that, just comment or I can help you with it. But okay, so then I come up here and I get my hairline. So I'm kind of doing that backwards E and 3 shape. And then I'm trying to minimize this. We all have something to minimize, right? I'm just minimizing that. And don't worry, I'll kind of buff all this out in a minute. And then you always, always, always pull your bronzer down. Especially in these seasons where we're kind of in between colors, you should always be changing your foundation at least twice a year. So right now I'm kind of in between shades. And when I don't have a spray on or any color sunless tanner. So there we go. Bronzer's easy. That's equal. Okay. And then I'm gonna take Serene, which is our powder blush. Gorgeous, y'all. This color's beautiful. It's like a peachy, pinky. You see that? It's so pretty. It's metallic. It's a limited color right now, though. I like how natural it is. Just kind of buff that on top. So it's like all on mode. So you have your concealer, you have a little bronzer and a little blush, okay? Super, super easy. Hold on, Ty. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back with, I love all these shades, oh my gosh, of all these. I'm gonna add in, sorry y'all, I need to find my brush here. We'll just use this one today. I'm gonna use a little bit of Optimistic on the inside to brighten. Super easy. Just to brighten on the corners. Now I'm gonna take, those of you that asked earlier, I used on my eyelid, I use my favorite. Slick is my absolute favorite. It's like a light pinky purple color. It's hard to see. And then I used Nonsensical, just a little bit, buffed in the crease. Finished it off with Gullible, all like mixed in all the way across, kind of buffed it out. And then you saw me put Optimistic on. Okay, so now I'm gonna take, I don't know if I have that back here or not. Finish it off with a little mascara. Okay, and if it weren't daytime, and even sometimes I do this, I'll take another color and kind of buff it along my bottom line and not use liner. And then put my mascara on. See, it kind of finishes that off. Super easy. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna use Prudent. I love Prudent. Hey, Laura. I love these because they're so creamy. Sorry, I gotta have a closer look here. And they're like crayons. You can just kind of fill it in. Okay, I always line and fill. I don't ever just line. It just doesn't look as natural if you don't fill it, okay? So always fill it. Fill it, fill it, fill it. Okay, super easy. And I'm just gonna top it with, I always layer my lip products, y'all, always. I love Upscale, it's my favorite. But I think today, let's see, okay, well to do. Okay, there we go. I love a light, just a super, super nude lip. Oh, wow, that's so bright. Okay, y'all, super easy. That's why you want two concealers. You want two concealers to conceal. So concealer is to conceal either a dark spot or a blemish or a breakout or rosacea, redness. So if you have redness on your cheeks, for example, you could take your skin tone and just dab it on real light and then put your face makeup on. And if you jumped on late, y'all, I used the BB cream and then I showed you how you can use the Flawless foundation on top. And it's such little product, okay? So some people are like, well, I don't want to use two. BB cream can be for every day. Use your fingers and put it on, super easy. You can use it to mix with concealer and get more of a flawless finish, but still the dewy. You could use our liquid foundation alone and get that matte finish, but if you want more, if you want the moisture and then you want the flawless finish, which is more of a powder finish, layer them. And you're gonna use half the amount of product if you're gonna be layering them, which is so easy. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Chana. Yes, BB cream and concealer mix is so easy. Yes, you'd use a lighted mirror. Use one with white lights, girlfriend. One with white lights. Okay, because that's gonna actually show true color, which is what you want, not yellow. And then I don't know where, oh, here it is. Y'all, I have so much stuff in my bathroom. It's ridiculous. Okay, Behold setting spray. So now finishing it off with this. Okay. So after you do that, try not to talk like I'm talking because it's trying to bind to that product and set your makeup for the day, which is legit. And if you ever feel like you've been, your moisture's been pulled out through the day, that's a great product just to kind of add it back in and it gets your makeup refreshed and awesome looking. So thank you. Hi, Jen. Message me and I can help you with that. Okay, there you go, girls. Super easy eye. And then I use the liquid liner. So easy, dip and draw. And there you go. See, dark spots are gone. Takes good makeup and good skincare. All right, girls, have a great, what's today, Monday? Great holiday. Talk to y'all later.